night out there in radio and viewing land. You know who this is. This is Brown Sugar Confessions, coming to you live every Wednesday night at 11 o'clock on Power 1017. We are so excited to be here tonight. We got an amazing show lined up for you. I'm going to just jump right into it. Let's talk about these gorgeous hosts. We're going to go into what's going on. We've got so much to share. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all looking extra beautiful down there tonight. Everybody.
Hey, we doing okay. You know, living the dream as usual. Speaking of dreams, it's our 6-month anniversary.
It's 6-month anniversary. Woo-hoo! Yeah.
Anniversary.
Hey, anniversary. Hey.
And we are thanking all of our listeners that hit us up via streaming or live on the radio. This show is dedicated to you because without you, Brown Sugar Confessions would not be here. And so tonight we're reading your emails. And over the last few months, you guys have sent us some amazing emails. And tonight we are going to talk about them. We're going to talk about some fun, hot topics. But this show is to thank all of our amazing listeners, to thank them for being so loyal to us. And 6 months means a lot to us from conception. So again, thank you. If you don't know who we are, we're Brown Sugar Confessions. Go to our YouTube channel, by the way. Like and subscribe at Brown Sugar Confessions. That's the YouTube channel name. We have that name on all of our social media platforms. So do that. And you're probably missing a voice tonight. And if so, you're missing Jenny C. It's a new year, and that means new opportunities. And Jenny C is out and about with new hot girl stuff, doing the most that Jenny C does. So we wish her well as she goes into new endeavors in year 2022. Do it up, girl. Do it up. So, Miss Treese, what's going on with you, lusciousness back there, looking like some kind of Nubian goddess?
I'm doing good, freezing my booty off in this cold weather up here. Bored, so I'm thinking about doing a skunk stripe in my hair. Who remembers skunk stripes?
Wait, what? Skunk stripe? Like the white strip?
It is. What?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to do a white strip. I want to do like a caramel honey blonde streak in my hair.
Oh,
it's cold. I'm stuck in this house with these kids and this cat that is loud and it is annoying me. So I'm thinking about dyeing my hair.
Extreme changes for extreme events.
Look, I'm annoyed and I'm just trying to survive this 16 or 17 degree weather. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. A wrap up here. I'm trying to think of warmer weather with my nails being hot pink. Take me away, Dog Val. Take me away.
Girl, we are going away, actually. Perfect segue, Miss Treese. So, we're going to announce that Brown Sugar Confessions is taking their first tour, and it's an international tour.
Hey.
We have decided to go to Roatan, Honduras on a vacation and tour, actually. And so if you're in Roatan, I know we've got some listeners that stream us on YouTube and also live on the radio show. We're going to be down there. We're going to do some pop-ups. We're going to do some meet and greets. So make sure that you come out and meet the host of Brown Sugar Confessions. We are so excited for that. We're going to plan one in the U.S. coming in the spring. But I am super excited, as of the other co-hosts. So make sure at the end of the month, you're going to see us live on the beach. We might be butt naked because it's going to be hot. We're going to be hot girls sweating and glossing up, glistening up. I'm ready for it, honey. You look at us all back there fanning ourselves.
I need some beach in my life. Oh my God. I need some beach.
So bad. Yeah. What's up with you, ATL?
Besides the fact that I need some beach, and I know y'all can't appreciate how much I hate the cold because y'all are in colder places and I am. Y'all are further north. However, we got the threat of snow coming upon us this weekend. And I don't know if y'all remember this little event in 2014 that happened in the A called Snowpocalypse, where everybody was like stuck on all the interstates, 20, 285, 75, and 85 for like a day and a half because nobody could move because there were so many crashes over a quarter inch of snow.
Oh no.
I remember that might happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am not with it. I'm not with it. I don't want to leave my house this weekend. I'm trying to figure out how I can get all my groceries without leaving my house without having to pay a ton of money through Instacart or whatever.
Right.
So y'all pray for me. Y'all check on me over the weekend, please.
We're gonna check on it. We're gonna check on you, Miss T.
I'm
Stay
just-
safe in ATL.
I just want the beach in my life. Y'all know I'm a coastal kid. I grew up on the coast. I ain't been to the beach in a minute. I need some salt water.
We're ready for it. We're gonna be in Roatan looking amazing, hot girls.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of grocery stores, where's the food? Because they're not in the grocery stores. The grocery stores are empty. The shelves are empty. I cannot believe, and the price of food is ridiculous.
Insane.
I don't know how young families with 4 or 5 kids, can afford it. It is crazy out there.
They not
Anyway,
affording.
we're not gonna go politics. We're gonna keep the show happy and light because we dedicate this to our amazing viewers. But I said, let y'all know the grocery bills is cray, and I'm losing some weight because I'm not eating a lot. But go ahead.
Man.
What's up with you, Katie?
Hey, not a lot going on here. It is a major spike here in Wilmington, Delaware. So I am not leaving the house. So I don't know if you guys know, but like Delaware, we didn't get a lot of hospitalizations through all of 2020, all of 2021. Things were fairly stable here to the point where we were probably one of the first states that like did a lot of lifts in the tri-state area. Other places kept everything closed like way into 2021. We ended up opening it up and letting people go to restaurants and stuff pretty early. Well, out of nowhere, we now have like this ridiculous spike, probably because of Omicron, and the hospitals are slammed. Everyone's getting sick. Y'all know I got sick, and it's just gotten pretty ridiculous. So right now, I ain't going nowhere. I'm in this house. I am doing my work here, and then I'm maybe folding some laundry, washing clothes, basic stuff. I'm not doing no hot girl stuff right now because hot girl stuff will have you laid the heck up. So for now, this is where I am at. But in my boredom and being stuck in the house, I just found out something really interesting.
What'd you find?
So I know you guys remember maybe a few episodes ago talking about things like selling your socks. People will buy any and everything from you.
Facts.
So I just found a website. You ready for this?
Wait, what kind of website?
We got the brown sugar confession hookup.
Word.
Selling your used underwear.
Used underwear?
Oh yeah.
Used. How used?
Well, it just depends on people's taste.
Like we talking about we just put them on, take them off? Or we talking about we done ran like 9 miles in the gym and did some weightlifting and they like stuck to us and just extra drippy?
Yep.
Like you just slap it off and like a whole stream of water just come off of it?
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God. How much they selling those for?
They got all different.
I just started working back out again. So, I'm trying to make as much money as I can for this trip.
Listen, me too. I'm starting to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. And let me tell you, I usually don't wear underwear, but I'm about to start.
You can do that in the gym? I can't do that.
It feels so much better.
I want to know what do you do on this site? Fill us in, girl.
So you create a profile. You upload.
You gotta create a profile?
You gotta create a profile.
You gotta show your face, goddamn.
Well, I ain't nobody showing their face. Well, a couple of guys are.
Oh, we showing a different kind of face. We showing that round face.
Your moon face.
The moon face.
So people upload their photos. There's all sorts of prices. I mean, I'm looking at the site now, and all I see is all of these lovely tushes staring back at me. I am in heaven. Let me tell you. So, they got ladies, men, everybody.
Oh, we got dudes up here too?
This is equal opportunity.
Okay, I'm with that.
You can get it in too. There's apparently someone who wants to buy yours too. So why not get these extra coins in the year 2020?
Hey man, make that hustle where you can.
Can I make a confession?
Wait, you got a confession?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Doc Val. What you got to say?
No, I was just going to say, if y'all are listening to this show, we're going to put the link up on your YouTube channel. We're not going to go on it on the show, but we're going to put in the YouTube channel. So make sure you go to YouTube and look up this link that Katie's going to put in there so that you can, hey, you know, we don't judge nobody. You need some extra cash, groceries is high. We'll sell you and your husband's underwear.
I mean, you got to make some money somewhere.
So I'm going to make a confession. All right. I'm going to make a brown sugar confession.
Confess.
All right.
Back when I was wild.
Wait, wild?
When?
Younger, wild. It's different now.
Is it though?
I'm mature now.
Are you though?
No, but that's beside the point. Okay? That's beside the point.
Can we hear Tree's confession?
When I was younger, I used to hang out with people that used to do soft movies, and go to YouTube so you could see the air quote, soft movies. And they used to go to events in LA, San Diego, and San Francisco. And if you've ever been to San Francisco in the Halloween time, you know that there's the Exotic Erotic, which is a huge ball.
Right.
We went and they had a booth set up and they were selling, you could see the women and you could purchase their socks, their underwear, bras, everything. You could purchase anything, like the lipstick that they had used.
What?
Yeah, you could purchase everything. And I was standing there and an older gentleman came to me and was like, let me smell your underarms.
Wait,
and I'm
what?
like, what? And he's like, let me smell your underarms. I'm like, okay. And he smelled them and he's like, I want to buy your underwear. And I sold him my underwear for $400. And that day I made enough money to cover lots of bills. And as a young airman at the time, we're going to be completely honest, because this was when I was in the military, and y'all know they don't play us nothing.
No, not at all.
Not enough.
I made 5 times my monthly military pay in one day.
What?
5 times.
Wow.
Yeah. For the first time as a single young, and when I say young, I mean like young woman, I had a savings account because of that.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there obviously there's money in selling these undies. And do they want these undies, like, is there more money if you're like got your cycle? Do they want to smell that, or
they want okay, so what I'm gonna say is they want everything. They like it when you they like the aroma and the must. I'm gonna just be honest, aroma. Right. When you work out, when you're sitting around reading, like if you're cleaning the house, take a video of yourself cleaning the house in those.
What?
Look, yo, when I tell you it, I'm all about customer service as a Virgo.
Oh, you about that fan service.
So take a video, take a picture of you in them, like standing, and you got like the newspaper or something. Like, they love that stuff, and they will pay extra and return to you because you are customer service oriented. They love it. Take a hike. Take a hike.
And get sweaty.
Yeah, they love it. They love it. Mm-hmm.
The things that you didn't expect to hear, nor probably care to hear on
the longer I'm on this show, the more I realize I've been living my life wrong. Like,
there ain't no reason why we can't afford them daggone extra coins for groceries. You can just sell your undies. And apparently, Katie, there's someone buying men's undies.
There's someone buying men's undies. There's something there for everybody. And people have their photos. Some people show full body. Some people are just showing the important areas, the relevant places. So you could click on their profiles and they'll tell you how much it is and show you pictures of the ones that they wore that they have available today on sale. You can just buy it today, or you can ask for special requests. And we have opportunities for you to chat and join live chat with people. So you got all the options of things you need right there at your fingertips, if that is what you're interested in. And if you are,
pimp all my coworkers out.
All the underwear, okay? All of the underwear.
About to pimp all my coworkers. Every single one of them.
When you get this site set up and you sell your first pair of undies, can you let us know, like, can you give us a report on like how much you made with these undies and how musty these undies were? And we just need details so we can all make some extra cash with our undies. Because I got a whole hamper full of undies. They old undies, but
look, I'm about ready to pay because I have a whole new gym membership. So I'm about to pay this gym membership off. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are crazy.
I need to switch out my stuff. I need some new stuff. So I need to sell off the old stuff.
Oh my God.
It's time to switch out the closet.
Time to switch out. You need some new undies. Sell them.
Yes.
So anyway, people, if you're out there listening and you want to make some extra cash, we're going to put that link up there. We're not here to judge you. We're here to entertain you and educate you and make you laugh. Distance it all three. So go sell you and your partner's undies and go make yourself some cash and pay them extra coins for groceries because it's about, it's expensive right now. As I spoke earlier, like this show is dedicated to all our amazing listeners and people that stream us. Again, thank you, because without you, Brown Sugar Confessions would not be here. So I'm going to read the first email. Can I do that? We want to do this for a long time.
Yeah, we got some minutes.
We are ready.
Okay, all right. So you guys remember a show that we did some time ago, and it was on micro eggplants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this email from a listener I'll just give his initial E, sent us an email. And so he wanted to ask a question. My wife and I introduced sex toys into our love life. At first, I was okay with it and thought it would be fun. But now I notice that I have been getting rejected when I try to initiate sex. But later, she will take the dildo into the shower. I do get that everyone is entitled to their self-love. And I'm not trying to control her masturbation habits, but it's making me feel rejected and unloved. It also makes me feel insecure about my body. My eggplant is only 4 inches, and the dildo she uses is 8 to 9 inches and a lot thicker.
Oh.
We used to have sex 2 to 3 times a week. Now it's only 1 to 2 times a month. Am I overreacting, or am I being replaced by a dildo? So that's a great question. So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, he being replaced. Poor
You
guy.
think so?
Yeah.
No, I don't feel like he's being replaced. I think it's twofold. I think she's missing something and may be afraid to voice it to him because he's already feeling some kind of way about his body, right? So she may think like, I don't want to approach him and be like, look, you're not doing it for me. So I'm going to do this, but I still want to be with you. Like, right. And it also may be like the people have different, what did you call it, Dr. Val? Like wavelengths, like someone like this sometimes and some don't. And then it switches. You have to catch that medium part with your partner. You have to adjust.
Facts. I forgot about that.
And the thing I'm missing out here is that this person did not mention whether or not they had a conversation with their partner. And that's going to be extremely important.
Yeah.
Because there could be more to this. It could be what they think that, okay, well, size, but it may be, maybe they're not feeling you're properly initiating. It could be the fact that maybe they're not they're not kind of meshing well in other ways. And who knows? So I think that the first key is going to be honesty and communication, not coming with assumptions, coming like ready to listen and not just assuming you want to replace me, but actually saying, hey, look, we used to do this often. It seems like we've definitely slowed down, and I really miss the intimacy that we had. It felt good for me. And right now I'm feeling very vulnerable, and I don't feel happy. So is there any way we can have more? What can we do? And if you kind of open up that stream of communication, you might find out there's more to it than just about size or the toy. It could be a lot more that maybe you haven't considered.
Mm-hmm. That part, that's perfect.
Yeah. That's deep.
That's good. And to add to what KD said, you know, communication is paramount in this situation. And don't get in your head and create drama and make assumptions, and just asking to be included in horror masturbatory sessions. You can do mutual masturbation together. Use a toy with her. Perhaps this happens a lot where some women can only release themselves by using a vibrator. That might be her situation. So to the listener, don't wear it. Don't take it personally. It just means you want to have another conversation and get involved in it, but don't wear it because perhaps you're feeling a certain way because your girth and size is not as big as you would like it to be. And don't make that assumption that it's about you, but enjoy it with her. That's what I want to say. But I thought that question was really, really relevant because that show got us so many emails and comments that we actually played that show a couple of times. And I wasn't really aware of how many men were thanking us for that show, because not only did we talk about does size matter, and once we broke the science down, we realized that it really doesn't, because it's really about the technique. And you know, I'll say this again for those that missed the show, is that it's about technique, right? And, you know, understanding that the science around that, you know, if a man has less than 4 inches, he's at that sweet spot with his partner. If that's a female partner, and, you know, that in and out motion feels amazing. You're in that sweet spot for her. So don't look at it as, you know, there's something wrong with you. You just have to learn new techniques. Even working on the side shortens the cavity of the female. So that question I thought was really relevant. And as I said, we got so many emails and comments from men that do have micro eggplants. And we might do another follow-up, because I think that show really, it's something that no one talks about. Especially men are not going to come on and say, I got a small wee. And, you know, a man ain't never going to come on and say that a lot.
He gonna get reamed by his dogs if he do that.
Yeah, never ever. But he'll write it, and we thank you for writing the comment. That was interesting. And like I said, we might do another show around, you know, micro eggplant holders. What about that?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those subjects that we need to have more conversations about, because a lot of men, it causes stress.
Yeah.
So if we could do anything to kind of break these misconceptions, I think I'm down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Can we talk about like the other end of the spectrum?
Which end?
From micro to
the long john?
Yeah.
Long john?
Yeah.
Call it.
Should we do it now, or should we have a whole nother show dedicated?
I think we might need to go with a whole nother show, because I feel like that's going to take the rest of this show.
Yeah,
we go down there. We got like a couple more letters that we got to get through, letters and emails. So you guys stick with us. Go. It's bill paying time for us. So remember, you can catch us here at Browser Confessions every Wednesday at 11 here on Power 117 and Thursday and after on YouTube. Got a question for us? You can always reach out to us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. If you have a question directly for Dr. Val, you can reach out to her at Valerie@swancenter.com. That is Valerie at swan with 2 N's center.com. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Welcome back, everyone. As you know, this is our listener appreciation show. So we just want to say, one, thank you so much for showing us so much love and support throughout this last 6 months. We literally started with just an idea and wanting to serve our community better and wanting to provide the information and the health that is not readily really available to us. Let's be real about it. And you guys showing up every week, all the time, keeps us, one, cracking up.
Yes.
Do you hear us? Cracking up.
Yes.
2, keeps us encouraged. And 3, it makes our hearts full because we know that we are serving our community. We're able to help people that are underserved and get healing and find out that, you know what, I think the most important thing, even for us here, is that we're not alone. And we want to thank you. And I want to thank Doc Val for inviting us to be on as co-hosts every week to share and evolve and grow and heal and be better human beings every day. So we're going to get into this. But first, I want to say, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you doing?
Man.
Stop it. Get over there. Don't make me suck my teeth like my mama. Don't. 2, if you have any questions, concerns, anything you just want to talk about, write us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. We're on it. We're in there all the time. We know the passwords. Okay. We're hacker women. We know how to get back in there when we get locked out.
Hopefully. Man, Gmail be making it hard, man.
And if you have any questions that pertain to sexual therapy that you really need guidance and help with, please write Doc Val at Valerie, VALERIE at Swan Center. That is SWANN Center, CENTER.com. It's time to get that help. It's time to thrive. It's time to breathe with your whole chest.
Say it with your chest.
Let's go.
Man, speaking of saying it with your chest, if y'all haven't been listening to us over the past 6+ months and days, you know, Tracy and I, we're kind of like the space hippie bunnies of the group. So we're always talking about astrology, and, you know, we're kind of going through a Venus retrograde, and we're about to hit a Mercury retrograde. And things have just kind of went off the rails. I'll tell you what, y'all, we have hit the end of an era. Literal end of an era. We're not talking about just like the greats that are passing away like Sidney Poitier and Betty White. We're talking about the end of an era in a marriage. Y'all, Lisa Bonet, Jason Momoa have called it quits.
There's no hope for us.
I think there is.
You think so?
I feel so sad. I feel like I'm divorcing Jason. I feel
like every Black woman that was alive between the late 70s to the early 90s who knew who Lisa Bonet was at her prime, we all took a collective hit.
I didn't.
This woman had Jason Momoa. This woman had Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz.
Here's what I'm gonna say to that. As a space bunny, and we're going through the Venus and Mercury retrograde, here's to them both understanding that growth happens together and apart, and it don't make a difference. And personally, I'm not really after Jason Momoa, Lisa Bonet. Call me. Reach out.
You ain't had to say that while I had a drink of a mouth. God.
She was my first crush forever. First crush, Lisa Bonet. I don't feel bad for Jason Momoa. He just got out of my way. Like, yo, Treese Mack is in town. Like, what's going on?
Please sit up, Treese. Jason, my number is, I'll take it. What I felt personally like affected when I read they broke up after 16 years. They just look like a whole vibe together to me. They just look like a vibe.
They were goals. They were goals.
They were goals. I'm like, not those two. They looked alike. They dressed alike. He was so big, she was so tiny. I was like juicy. I'm like, no, not Lisa.
They were a whole kink, man.
Yes,
they were a whole kink.
I mean, was he called Drago when he was with Lisa in bed? I used to pretend he was like speaking that language, whatever that meant. On the Game of Thrones, like, when he's telling her. I have bad things with those two. I'm sorry, could I put that on the air?
I'm gonna say both of them. You had both of them at the same time?
I had them both at the same time. My fantasy. He was speaking at, what's that language they had on Game of Thrones? He was speaking at whatever it was, Carl Drago. So y'all know I don't follow the Mercury retrograde. I can barely say it in the stars and alignment. And Treese and Miss T and Katie, they always talk about it. I'm just like, I don't get it. But I'm getting this one because it's some weird stuff going on right now. People is coming in people's lives and exiting people's lives so quick. And it's got to be something in the air, man, or the stars. But
man, if astrology wasn't real, why is?
I wish them. We wish them well. I'm going to say that we wish them well in their solo adventures, whatever they're going to do. I'm sure it'll be amazing. And I just want to know who Lisa's grabbing next because she got two of the finest ones out there. Now who's left?
But I'm like, how do you level up from this? That was top tier.
Her daughter got Channing Tatum. Who's left?
I'm telling y'all, aliens are coming. Aliens. That's the only way she could level up is to get a hot alien because I'm sorry, Lenny Kravitz to me is
yes.
And I'm not even into dudes like that.
I am.
Lenny Kravitz is chef's kiss. And you have seen glory. Yeah. You have seen glory when you hit that. Where do you go from here? Now you just got to go straight to aliens.
Right. You can't go back to like the rest of these peons out here. Neither of them in Hollywood or other. You got to create somebody to look as good as you at this point to have that vibe.
Metaverse. Do it.
Well, you got to make your person in the metaverse at this point.
I say the metaverse.
Listen, if people are buying boats in the metaverse, they're going to start making people next.
Yep.
Wow.
Real talk. Was the AIs of people are making all these robots and stuff? Like that's where you got to go. Literally, you can't go nowhere else because anytime I see you out and you're not with Lisa Bonet and you with some, I don't want to call him scraggly, but I'm just gonna say scraggly because you ain't Lisa Bonet. You gonna be scraggly.
Yeah, you're gonna
be I'm gonna be like, ugh,
like that.
You had Lisa and you went to that. Step down. You ain't Aquaman no more.
Exactly.
You Dasani man.
Not Dasani man. God, dog.
Man.
Oh, we gonna disrespect them like that? Dasani man.
You gotta do something. I mean,
all the way down to the bottom of the barrel.
Ain't nobody left. I'm sorry, man. Y'all just ain't gone. Y'all, I don't know. But Lisa, honey, we wish you well. Jason, we wish you well out there. You got our numbers, right? And emails. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. Listen, the women of Brown Sugar Confessions, we are here for you, both of you.
Yeah,
hit us up.
We got you. Mm-hmm.
We got you. So we're going to keep on talking and thanking our listeners for being there for us for these 6 months, for making us laugh, for laughing with us, but not even really that. It's like you take the time to write us, and we appreciate that. You take the time to actually write your concerns and give us suggestions. And what I found unique is that we're not just in Delaware. That's where the show is when we do it live on Wednesdays. We're streamed all over the world. We're on YouTube and then streaming it from the radio station. And so we got a suggestion of a show from Egypt. And I was like, of all places from Egypt, and it came from Luxor, Egypt. He actually put down where he's from. So Egypt, we're going to read your email.
Yes, Luxor?
Yes, it's from Luxor. He called us queens. Hi, queens.
See, he already started. He knows what the deal is. Sir, right. We salute you.
Exactly. How are you today? I hope all of you are okay. Tell the queens that we should talk about circumcision for the girls in Africa.
Yeah.
In Egypt now, it's against the law and not allowed. It will be a hot show for the programming of Brown Sugar Confessions. She can talk about what will happen for the girls after the female circumcision, about her health, her sex, her mental and physical health. Please tell the queens, thank you, and I love your show. Daggone it, Egypt. Thank you so much. He didn't put his name in here. I'll give you his first initial. He didn't put it in there. But thank you so much for that email and for that suggestion. So I'm going to talk a little teeny bit about, if you don't know what he was referring to, he was talking to FMG, which is known as female circumcision. And it is a passage that's done, at least a rite of passage that's done. FGM, female genital mutilation. And I think I said that wrong the first time. Thank you. Keep me honest, girl.
AKA female circumcision.
Yes. And so and it is done in communities in Africa and actually in other countries as well. I heard Asia does some parts of Asia also does this. And it's religious based, I was told. And it is really something that I would love to have a show that discusses female circumcision, because as you've probably read, no matter where you're listening, in your state, town, city, you might have heard where there's been some female that had gone through that in the US. So, and there are many doctors in the US now that actually talk about, they've done reversion of the circumcision that was done to these young ladies, the young girls, because they're not babies, they are young girls, 3 to 5 years old, they go through the female circumcision. And I do think that at one point in time, we should have a show on that. And I'm gonna do it'll be a trigger warning show, because it's something that
that's a tough topic.
It's a tough topic to talk about. But Egypt, thank you for that suggestion. And what do you guys think about that? Is that too deep to talk about? I don't think it is. It's got to be talked about.
I don't think it is, but yeah, you definitely got to carry the trigger warning, because I remember the first time I learned about it, it was very tough to digest. And it was like, how can you do something like that? But then you have to understand that this is not the US, this is not the West. People have different understandings and different reasons for what they do. But yeah, it's a tough topic.
It is a tough topic.
And we're delving into things that are old cultural traditions versus things that are now illegal, and it could get very, very murky. But it's important, because there are people among us, many Lotus holders that have, that has gone through this process and either have to figure out if they're going to get it reversed or, navigate finding their pleasure, even if that is the case. So it's definitely important.
Absolutely. And I have another email I'm going to read, and this one is a we listen to you and thank you. This one came from S. He is in West Coast. He's in Utah, and he says it was great to meet you. I've watched your show, and I absolutely love Brown Sugar Confessions. It is fun and very interesting, and I watch it every Wednesday night on Power 101. So thank you so much. And he says good luck to all of you, and keep up the good work. So there you go, ladies. Another one thanking us for the show, that they're enjoying it from Utah. And so we appreciate that so much. Thank you so much, S, for sitting in that email to us. It never fails. I get blown away when people like send stuff in, and though we want them to, I still get like, wow. So I have another email from another gentleman that was talking about, does size matter? Do I have time to read it, guys?
Yeah, you got like about 10 minutes. We got plenty of time.
Okay, cool. So this is a follow-up from the last gentleman I spoke of. I found a follow-up from him. I want to continue this. I didn't ask her why she was rejecting me for the dildo. I was afraid of the truth. But yesterday, I worked up the courage to ask her. She said she had been stressed out, and masturbating was how she dealt with it. She also said it was easier to use her dildo than to worry about having sex. I brought up using it with her, and she said that she was open to the idea, but she didn't want to be stressed out with using it with me. She asked me to be patient and hopefully that things might improve soon. I haven't brought up mutual masturbation because I assume that she won't be into it. Our sex life has gotten worse, and I'm really feeling down about myself. She insists it's her issue and that she finds me attractive, but I don't feel attractive. So what do you guys think of that? What kind of advice can we give this beautiful young man? Or I'm assuming.
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. You guys take that one. I don't know.
You want me to give the Virgo advice?
Give the Virgo advice.
Stop making it about you.
Yeah.
It's really not about you. If you're having self-esteem issues, that is something for you to deal with on your own.
Right.
Your partner is telling you that she is highly stressed, and this is the way that she releases stress by herself. And as somebody that does that on their own, like, I understand that. And I don't want to complicate this with somebody else there. Because as much as I love my partner, having you there is a complication, because what if you slip up and move your hand? Then I got to bust you in your mouth because you moved it and now I'm off. Oh.
Hey, not the mouth.
But y'all understand what I mean. You're in a groove. You're in a groove, and there. Oh, oops! I missed. Sorry. Like, yo,
it does kind of make you lose your stride.
Like,
and then you guys start all over again.
Yeah, you have to start all over again.
It ain't like with dudes. Like, dudes, you can just keep going and yeah. Nah, we got to start over from the beginning.
Yeah, women are very different, and to save you, the partner, the stress of me looking at you like I am utterly disgusted with you, let her do what she does. And if you are really having issues with your body, again, that is you having issues with your body. You are trying to centralize yourself in her issue. And that is, I'm sorry, that's selfish. To me, that's selfish to centralize yourself in somebody else's issue. This is not about you. Why don't you ask her, how can I better help you relieve some of your stress outside of our intimate relationship? Like, can I cook dinner for you? Can I help you clean the house? Can I, like, let me take the dog for a walk. Stop making this about you. And that may seem mean, but this is the honest truthfulness of it. She said, this is how I feel. And yet you are interjecting yourself in how she feels.
But then again, that can also help, because if he's helping taking some of her stress off, she will more than willing be to do the same.
Exactly. Take some of her stress off, not just intimately. Take it off household wise. Take it off other ways, like cook dinner. Are you doing the checkbook? Are you paying the bills? Like,
give a massage.
Something. Yeah, a massage without ending up where, because I know how many times I've been like, ooh, give me a massage, and it ends up with me in a weird position with something else going on. Okay.
Those are my favorite kind of massages.
Don't get me wrong, I like it, but I'm really trying to get my shoulders massaged, and all of a sudden you rubbing up on my peach. What?
You got
a shoulder.
You gotta finish the job first. You gotta finish all of this.
Get in them knots.
No.
Trying.
He said,
I'm not relaxed. I ain't gonna be in the mood anyway.
He said, "Oh, the oil made my hand slip." What? From the shoulder down to the peach? What kind of oil are you using?
Coconut.
Like, if you just using straight cooking oil, stop.
First of all, why are we using cooking oil?
Yes. Don't be
Oh my God.
Y'all know that's expensive now.
He's smelling like a whole snack when he's done.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Add some vanilla into it and you smell like a funnel cake.
Dang.
But I'm not gonna say anything else.
It smell like a funnel cake. Y'all are right. Y'all are right tonight. Merchant retrograde is definitely working. I don't know what's happening. Y'all are right. But I will say I agree with you, Trees. That was a good one where, take some of her, she identifies it as, for her, not so much as a pleasure. It's a stress reliever. And let's be honest, we don't talk about this, but a lot of people do self-love to release stress. They're not trying for that big O, or they're not trying to be all sensual and sexual. They're just got a lot of anxiety and stresses that they're relieving. And self-love, stimulation is quick and easy, and you can manage yourself. You're in and out in your own time frame. And I like that idea is, offer to take off, the kids out for a few hours, or the whatever, I don't know how old they are, but just offer other ways that you can help relieve her stress. That would be greatly appreciated, I'm sure. And yeah, it's not really about you. It's really about her, and she needs this to take care of herself. And so you take care of yourself, and then you guys find a way to do it together. And don't let it beat you down. I always use with my clients is, don't wear someone else's stuff. Let them share with you what's going on, but you don't have to wear it. And what I mean by that, you don't have to let it seep into you where it affects your emotions. You could just let someone share and express and say, okay, I hear you, I receive it, and keep it stepping and not wear it. That's my feeling. What do you think, Katie?
Dr. Val, I honestly, I'm so sorry. I kind of got distracted here. So, sir, I think that you, I have a little bit to say to you. I think that you're going to be okay. And, I think the ladies gave you sound advice, but right now I'm so sorry. I lost my train of thought because I was checking through our articles and trying to figure out, what else we have on the agenda. And I happened upon this article about Soulja Boy and the fact that he's about to start this brand new OnlyFans page because one of his nudes got leaked. I'm not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg, but he had a leaked photo, and I was just
and that leak was leaking, y'all. That leak was leaking.
I know.
It's always the skinny ones. It's always the damn skinny ones.
Listen,
that is where all their weight sits.
I'm going to be honest. I mean, it's very intriguing. We talked one time on a video about, things like this before, but yeah, it's not necessarily my type. That's probably more than I can chew or swallow. But yeah, I mean, you get a full view of, the eggplant. I mean, it's a really healthy eggplant. I mean, we got a lot of eggplant. I think it's enough eggplant for a lot of people.
He's serving the needy, y'all.
Yep. So
put it mildly, Soulja Boy's packing.
He thank you.
Yeah, he Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy tried to tell you, man.
Soulja Boy is about to have a whole new fan base.
But the question is there going to be more of that on OnlyFans, or are we only going to catch it on Twitter? Because that's where the pictures got leaked.
that, I'm sure we're not, we can't share someone else's, I don't even know where this picture came from. Where did this picture come from of him?
Twitter.
What a good God Almighty.
Twitter
What?
is wilding, y'all. Twitter's wilding.
Well,
And Black Twitter is reacting as they should.
Soldier Boy, Eggplant needs its own zip code. That's it needs its own zip code. Oh Lord! And on that note, ladies and gents, because KD just shared the link. We all messed up. We out of time, thank God, because we don't have enough. We're all speechless. We got crap else to say at this point. Since KD
we good. We good, y'all. Good.
But listen, let me tell y'all something. This show has been so much fun. This show is all about our fans and about appreciation. We don't have an OnlyFans page.
Not yet.
But this is about you sending in all your emails to us, sharing with us that you appreciate our show and what we're doing, that you find it educational and funny and entertaining. And that's what we were going for. You make it worth our while. To these amazing co-hosts that have been with me from the start, I thank you for your energy and your time that you do every week to make this show a success. I love you with all of my heart, and I could not, nor do I want to do this without you, beautiful ladies. Thank you so, so much. And make sure, ladies and gents, that you tie in next week. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe. Make sure that you keep sending us emails. And next week, you got to listen. Next week is about tax season. We are going to have a CPA on that's going to talk about taxes, but she is going to talk about, can we deduct our dildos and our sex dolls and if you're a stripper, can you deduct your stripper clothes and your stripper heels and your stripper makeup? And
questions that need answers.
We're going to talk about things that your typical CPA might not share with you. So make sure that you follow up next week with us every Wednesday at 11 o'clock EST time on Power 101. As you know, if you don't hit that show, you can follow us every Thursday. Catch up on all the shows on YouTube at Brown Sugar Confessions. And we thank you so much. And good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.